Alrighty, so welcome back to 7 days. Um, I went back through and looked at my video file for this play and realized none of the audio actually recorded. So I am going through and recording over the video. So I'm going to try to remember different parts that I was saying throughout this. If it seems a little choppy, I apologize. Uh, so let's go ahead and get back into the game. Um, I have a save file here that I already started that I've gotten, I think, close to 30 days on. Um, I've got a few different general settings changed up. Um, Blood Moon set to every 14 days. The XP multipliers up to maximum. Uh, Day cycles 30 minutes. So, yeah, if you haven't played the new version, the new release that came out, I believe it was the end of June, if I remember correctly, end of June, end of July, one of the two. Uh, I haven't played it as much, only because I've been trying to get through um, jobs and then also school. My bachelor's degree started up at July 1st, so things have been a little chaotic. Um, but overall, I've had fun playing the few times I've been able to. Uh, when I originally loaded up the new release, I had to take the quality of the game down a little bit because my computer was running very slow. So obviously, like I don't have the best computer, and I'm well aware of that, but it works for what I've needed it to do for me. So if you have a better computer, like an actual PC or a gaming PC with a high um, graphics card, things like that, it should run without a problem. So let me go ahead and pause here and I'll come back once it loads in. Okay, so we are back here. I just hit the spawn button, so it should be popping up shortly. Um, 7 Days has become one of my favorite games. I started really playing it back in March, I believe. And then by the time the new release came out, I had 300 hours. So that might not seem like a lot, but for everything I had going on, that was pretty good. So this is the current house that I have like taken over, made my base. You can see the minor alterations already done to it, bricking up the driveway, garage door. Got a forge in here that took a bit to get to. Uh, got different crates for all of my uh, loot, and I'm very OCD about how I arrange things. So like hard craft for like wood, stones, glass, cobblestone, coal, anything that's a hardened craft item. And you get your soft craft for grass, clay, feathers, etc. As you can see, glass bottle, it's a glass bottle of powder. So technically, it's a soft craft, in my opinion. And then we got our metals, which I'm working on getting the iron bars. I don't have any steel bars yet. And then just kind of a miscellaneous. I got a lot of vehicle parts in here. The sandwiches, because I can't remember what I needed them for in the last version. But I figured I'd go ahead and start collecting them while I could. Um, and plastics, glue, tape, just odds and ends, really. Um, then once we get upstairs, you'll see the rest of the organizational strategies that I've put into play. Uh, Surprisingly enough, I haven't died too often this time around, but it's probably just because I've gotten better since I played it so much to begin with. And you can see I blocked off one of the doors leading to the outside. And then I blocked off the front door, so it's not easy for the zombies to get in to get me. Um, Over here is the kitchen. I've got um, different cabinets. I crafted those and took out what was already in there. We've got pre-done foods, so ready to eat stuff, bacon and eggs, soups, whatever. Your canned foods. But yeah, it's just I'm very methodical in how I play this. Everything has a place and a home. And you'll see here, I go ahead and I switch them. Like, I am very methodical on how I do things. Um, yeah, uh, it's been quite the time over the past couple months. I know I haven't really posted any videos since, oh, I think it was January or February when I last uploaded a video. Uh, it just got really chaotic with the end of my associate's degree because it was my final semester. And then um, I graduated in May. Uh, and then 2 weeks after graduation, not even 2 weeks, honestly, um, I took a 9 month or 9 month, a 9 day trip over to England, Wales, and Ireland, part of a study abroad type thing. Um, and that was super fun. Um, Honestly, I had more fun in Ireland than I did England, which is weird because I always thought that England, it was always such a dream destination for me growing up. Um, but I don't know, it just kind of seemed not up to par, maybe? I don't know. It was weird, but I still enjoyed my time there nonetheless. Um, I'm actually trying to go back to Ireland uh, here this upcoming spring. I just have to save up the out of pocket expenses. It's another um, study abroad trip. You can see the defenses I've got set up here up the stairs. Try and keep the zombies at bay. And then my medicines and my plants, my seeds. Because I have a roof. Ooh, Yeah. Go up the stairs, up the ladder. Uh, the roof I have kind of taken apart. I've got the water bin there, um, and then my seed plant, my planting boxes, and then on the whole outside of the roof, I've got balcony that I made just to try and I don't know snipe some of the zombies when they do come out. Because I just got done with I think the second blood moon not that long ago. I don't know. I know I just went through one um the last time I played, and they went towards one area of the house, and I think it was up towards the front, like where I dropped down, um, that corner over there. But funny enough, they didn't actually break through the house. Anyway, um, trying to go back to Ireland. Um, it's a 3-month stay, so like I only need to save up. Um, it's like 5,500, so $5,500, and I've got 1,000 saved up, but uh, unfortunately, I was just let go from my job, uh, or I left, however you want to look at it, um, on Friday. So I'm trying to find another one. Yeah, life sucks a little bit, but it is what it is. It just wasn't the right fit for me. Um, but I'm hoping to be able to find one soon because now that I'm not working, I can't save up for that trip and do my car payment and all my other bills. So I'm in the same position, the same boat that I was back in June when I was trying to find something. Because I left my last one at the end of May. Um, it was a service term with AmeriCorps. So it was like I knew once I started it back last year in August that it was going to be from August 1st to May 31st. Like that was going to be my service term. And once that ended, I was going to have to find something anyway. So I was able to do that. Um, and then I found something. And ironically enough, like I found is a graphic design place here in town where I live. And like that's what I went to school for. It's what I got my degree in, graphic design. And I was there for just over a month and a half when I got the um, offer or they uh, reached out for the other position, the other job that I was just let go from. And like I was familiar with it because I'd volunteered there for so long. Um, so, I went ahead and I took that job and left the graphic design one. And then all this happens. But it is what it is. So if you haven't played the new 7 days, they've got new challenges, an easier tier, and then a more complicated type. And that's what I'm going through right here. You can see I only need 2 more yuccas before I get that one, and there's a lot of XP that comes along with it. Getting the animals, I need 500, and then I get 2,000 XP. Surviving, I'm close to getting that one there, which that's 2,500 XP. So then the animals, snakes. I hate snakes. I hate snakes so much. Honestly, I wish there was a way to turn off just snakes because it just gives me the heebies like every time. I hate I can't hear them, I can't see them without kind of like a small minor panic coming up. And it just I don't like snakes, I'm telling you. But I deal with it because I love the game. Um, so let's see, what am I doing here? I think I'm taking some of the food. Looks like I'm getting ready to head out. Am I waiting on water? Yeah. So I had originally started building my own house in this game, and then it got to be where it was going to be too much. So I left the structure standing for if I ever wanted to go back to it. Um, but then I went into town and I just found a house that I thought would be good for defending against the blood moon, and that's why I chose this one. Um, most of the doors were already bricked up, except not bricked up, but like defended against. Um, and I just added the extra brick layers to help fortify it. And there's my character. Um, they have a lot of new clothing styles, which is kind of nice. I don't have any shoes yet, so I'm running around barefoot, but it's okay. I like the hood, the assassin's hood, I think it is. Um, and you can see I've only died 4 times so far, which is nice. I think in the other one, I'm upwards of 20 deaths. That's because I was still trying to figure out the mechanics and everything. Um, there's a couple times that I'm surprised I didn't die in this. Um, only because like I came close. Like I was bleeding out. I had the heartbeat in my ears. The screen was going red with the blood spatter, and my health was down low, 15, 20. Right now I'm at 131. So like it was very close to being a bleed out scenario, but I pushed through and I survived, surprisingly. Uh, so looks like we're making some more arrows and we're trying to just get everything ready for heading out. So what am I trying to? Ah, my gun. Yes. Originally, when I started, I wanted to do just an archer build, like a Daryl Dixon type thing. But there was a time that came up when I really needed an extra boost, like I was gonna die. So I started using that gun, the pipe shotgun, and I've just kind of kept it as a backup for whenever I've really needed it. Um, I've only got two shotgun shells right now because I was just selling them because I didn't plan on ever using it. But now it's like, I should have kept it. Oh well. You can see I've got lots of spikes up to fortify against any oncomers. I've ran into those so many times. And there's been times like it'll give me um the screen like you ran into it and you're ouch, ooh, kind of thing. And it's like I didn't even hit that. What are you talking about? You know? Um I forgot what I was doing here. I don't know why I paused it. It should be coming back up soon though. Give me a minute. Okay, there we go. So here's the map. I got a loot drop up there that we're gonna head towards. Uh, Got down here in the wasteland, which I hate going to. You can see I've kind of been a little bit of everywhere, just trying to get most of the challenges. Um, I've been to the desert to get that challenge part done. Um, the burnt land, the wasteland, the grassland. I just need to get to the snow area right now. Um, I think that's the last zone that I really need to get to. Oh, there's a deer. Poor deer. I hate killing them so much, but you do what you gotta do in a survival situation. That's one thing I refuse to do in these games. I'll go after the deer, I'll go after the snakes. Um, Pigs, if I ever find them, because there's been, um, they've been hard to come across, the pigs or the boars. Uh, Chickens, I'll go after the chickens. The birds, when they attack, I'll go after the birds. I try and stay away from the birds, but um, the one thing I will not go after are rabbits. Like, if I end up killing a rabbit, it's usually by accident because they've ran in front of me and I accidentally hit them with my axe or my shovel, or they run into one of the wooden spikes, you know, but I never purposely go after them. I remember when I was playing this part here, I'm heading towards the marker, right? Sorry. And sorry. Um, I'm going after the stones, and then I think a zombie comes up, and I go after them. But then I get all turned around, and I head back to town, and I didn't even realize that I had until I'm right there at the town. So let's see if this is that area that I'm thinking. I want to see how I get turned around though. Okay, took him down. That's great. Okay, so we're going to the marker still. So that's not where I get turned around. We're still going to the marker. How the hell do I get turned around? And you see, like, I'm trying to collect all these stones because there's a challenge for the stones. You gotta collect so many of them. Right there, that's where I got turned around. Because now I'm going towards the quest. I need to go the other way. Oh, shit. I just see a marker and I'm like, what? Let's go to the marker. Oh, no. Now that I see it happen, I'm just like, you idiot. Oh, there's another zombo. Let's take them down. Um, but yeah, like the new updates that they have made to the game, um, it's made it, I would say, a better game. Like, it's definitely improved. Um, a lot of um, like the voiceovers for uh, the different sellers, like Trader Joel. I haven't met him yet, so I can't say, but I've met Trader Rect, which he's an asshole. Um, Trader Jen, I've met her. She's pretty nice. I think that's the only two I've actually come across so far. Now I keep looking at the right marker and I just keep turning back around. Oh shit. What's this? A new town? Wow, I don't remember this town being here. Wait a second. Oh no. this ain't a new town. And that's when I realized, oh man, I wish this had recorded. Just my genuine reaction to that happening. Um, um, but yeah, like there's certain things, certain gameplay aspects that it's a little bit more tedious, but I think it makes the game more fun because you have to do certain things and rely more on other functions and you don't progress as quickly, which is kind of nice. Um, and then the different um, like the armors that they've come up with, the different weapons and uh, functions. Like they've got what is it like not mods, but I can't remember what they are, but we'll see them when I go back to Trader Rect because there's one that I eyeball, but it costs so much money. So I'm not sure if I want to shell out all the money on it or not. See, like that schematic, that's new. Um, I honestly don't remember if there was always two different colors to the book drops, if there was always a yellow and a silver. I don't think there was. Uh, and there's another drop. Yay! Drops all around. But just the general gameplay, the whole surviving aspect, the jump scares on occasion, the adventure aspect. And generally, like when I play, most of the times I've played solo. Um, and of course, it's always more fun when you have others to play with. But I like that you don't have to rely on other people playing with you. It's like me, I don't really have a lot of people to play games with. I've got really like two people. Um, one I've played 7 days with before. I kind of got him into it. And then there's another that I don't think we've actually played it before. Um, but we have played Back to Blood or Back to Blood? Blood? I don't even know. It's like a Left 4 Dead spin-off type game. Can't remember what it's called right now, which is annoying. Let me bring it up real quick. Back 4 Blood. That's what it is. Yeah, I haven't played that one as much either. Um, like it's not bad. I just think I haven't played it enough to really get into it. Um, and that's the thing with almost all games, you really gotta play a decent amount of hours before you can get a good feel for it. Like it took um probably about 50 hours, I would say, before 30 to 50 hours when I started playing 7 days to kind of really get into it. Um, the building aspect, that helped a lot. I don't know what it is about the crafting and building aspect of this game, but that's what probably the majority of the 300 hours are that I have clocked on this game. It's just building. Um, there is a video that I still have to put together of the previous version where I'm just kind of going through and showing my different builds that I've got because I put so much work and effort into them. So I've got to piece that together. Um, I don't know if the audio worked for it or not, but one can hope. Um, Otherwise, I'll be doing a voiceover for it as well. But I'll try and take a look at that here in a bit. Um, and I've got to figure out why my settings decided, oh, hey, bunny rabbit, um, decided not to record the audio. Um, I hope that the game audio is coming through, otherwise, that's kind of suckish. Uh, but yeah, trying to think what else here. Uh, the game, played a different game last night that I hadn't played yet that I've had on uh, my list. Uh, the Mortal Kombat 1 game. Started the story mode on that. Uh, I grew up playing Mortal Kombat. Like, there's people that grew up on, oh, what is it? Not Mortal Kombat, but the other, Tekken. Like, people grew up on that, and then there's the people who grew up on Mortal Kombat. Um, and I'm one of the Mortal Kombat babies. Um, that, like, playing that again last night was fun. It was very nostalgic. Um, Unfortunately, I couldn't play a lot of it because my wrist did start hurting. That's another thing that I've had to deal with past month. Um, at the early part of August, um, my wrist started hurting really bad. Um, it got to the point where I couldn't really use it without it hurting. Um, I woke up one night, uh, and it was when it was first started hurting. Um, I woke up in the middle of the night and it was just a really intense pain. Like, I didn't think I was gonna be able to fall back asleep, and I was almost in tears from how much it hurt. Uh, so I put on one of the wrist braces that I have, and luckily I did manage to go back to sleep. Uh, because, yeah, I had to go to work the next day, and it's just like I had to wear that consistently for days, for over the nights. I couldn't take it off. And then went to my primary doctor, and she's like, you need to see this other doctor for a nerve test. Because, like, I was thinking carpal tunnel since back like 4 years ago. I saw one doctor, and she said that I had beginning stages of carpal tunnel. And, it only gets worse if you don't do anything about it. So, um, I called to get that set up, and they said I had to have the pain for at least 2 weeks. And the 2 week period would have been while they were on vacation. So instead of having it where the Monday they were there, that would have been 11 days instead of 14. So I had to wait an additional 5 days, so almost 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks, um, to go in and have a nerve test done. And there's the like acupuncture needles and the electroshocks to test the nerves and see what was going on. And at that point, I had wore the brace 24/7, except for when I was in the shower. That's the only time I took it off. I slept with it on. I went to work with it on. Snake! Um, I did everything every day with that brace on my wrist. But the nerve test doctor, he's like, yeah, it's not carpal tunnel. Uh, in his professional opinion, I wouldn't need to do the surgery. Uh, there's a snake in there somewhere. That's why I stopped and turned around because I wanted to kill him. Uh, but he said that there was definite like um nerve damage in a sense. Uh, but he suggested a at-home remedy, uh, castor oil, rub it on top of my wrist, and then wrap it in a uh, heating pad for 30 minutes each day, and then that should help. Like it should make the pain go away. Uh, so I got the castor oil, I got a heating pad, and I tried it. And what do you know? After about 3 days of doing that, 30 minutes each day, it stopped hurting. So I was kind of lucky, you know? Uh, and so for about a month, well, not even a month, about 2.5, 3 weeks straight, I done the castor oil and the heating pad. Um, and then I I've kind of slacked on it a little bit here lately. And that's my own fault. So I know I'll probably get done with recording this and uh wrap it up a little bit and try and do what I'm supposed to do. Um, but yeah. So if you have any aches and pains, um, arthritis even probably, just get some castor oil, heating pad, and it should help. Because I got someone else, previous boss of mine, I told her about what he was having me do, and um, she has like tennis elbows uh, and pains in her upper arms, and she started doing the castor oil and the heating pads, and it's helped her. So it helps. It really does. Something about the castor oil, um, it seeps into the skin, into the nerves, I guess, and just adding the heat, it really like loosens up the nerves, I guess. I don't know. I'm not that much into medicine, so I couldn't begin to tell you. Um, but yeah, so that's been my month, really. Uh, had my first semester of school over the summer from July to mid-August. And then mid-August to current, I'm in my second semester. Um, and they've broken the semesters down into different terms. So like spring semester, or not spring semester, autumn semester will be from mid-August to mid-October or the first week of October. And then there's like a couple days off. And then you go back in for B term uh, from mid-October to early December. So that's how I'm running my classes. I'm not doing the full semester. Um, but I had um, set up to do Italian 1 because I figured it would be a good class for me, and because my major I needed a mandatory foreign language component. And that didn't go too well. Uh, a lot of the Romance languages have the um, feminine and masculine nouns and pronouns and all that. So, like, a chair, is the chair female or male? It's complicated if you don't know other languages. And then just like, is it il libro or la libro? Il libro? Like, I know just from what I learned it's il libro. Um, but yeah, there's and I didn't even do well with the pronouns and adjectives and conjugations and all that in English. So let alone trying to do them in a foreign language, it was just too much for me. So I withdrew from that class just over a week ago. So I've been down to one class this term. So I've just kind of been able to chill a little bit, especially lately. Uh, but then I had to change majors because the one I was in, mandatory foreign language, remember? So I um, went in, and then with my current class, the other class I'm in, aside from Italian, it's like a global career class. And assignment she had us do was um, go through and see what careers interest you and how you might go about getting to them, or like the pathway you would need to take in order to be set up for those careers. And a lot of the careers that I was finding I was interested in were media based. So, like podcasting or video editing, photography, things like that. Uh, so, when I had to change my major, I found there was a mass communication and media studies bachelor that I could go for that did not have any mandatory foreign languages. So I was lucky there. Um, and then, like, another uh, reason that it would be a good fit for me is back when I did my associate's degree, one of the classes I had was mass communications. I can't remember the full name of it, but it was mass communications. And it was probably one of my favorite classes. So I'm going to pause real quick. This is the other shelter that I started building. I was going to have pillars up on the side, probably do like lines of fences, things like that. I got my one entrance door, uh, skylights up above so that I could still see without having to have torches or candles. And then I was just going to build down, like keep going as far down as I could. Um, so I got one little cooking pit that I could use, that I started to use. crate to put things in, which now, yeah, I'm currently empty. Uh, and I contemplated putting things in there, but I ended up not. But yeah, that's as far as I got on it. Some of the blocks are stone, some are still wood, but like I might eventually start working on that again, just because, like I said before, I find it fun. I really do. Uh, so see, where were we? Mass communications, favorite class. So making the change to the mass communications and media studies bachelor, it just seemed like the right thing to do, like the right fit for me. So I went ahead and done that. And then I met with an advisor, the little screecher. I hate that screecher. Oh, I hate them guys. I remember the first time I met one of those guys in game, and it was on the last version. I was in a town somewhere in I think a bar, and like I was up on the rafters trying to get to some loot that was just left. And I look to the side and I just see this thing crawling up the stairs. I'm like, what the fuck? And he just crawls over towards my area, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. I just, I freaked, but I ended up getting rid of him, thankfully. But it's just something about the screeching sound that they make. I don't like it. What am I looking for here? Oh, I'm looking for what they're called. So they got different classifications of all the zombies that are all named now. Vultures, the birds, the lumberjacks, demolition zombies, cops, mutated, the ones that spit vomit at you, and spider zombie. That's what that one's called. It's gotta be the spider zombie. It's the only one that makes sense. Yeah. So I made an appointment with an advisor for the media studies program and sat and talked with her a little bit, uh, and kind of made a plan for the new program that I transferred into. And so, like, our registration opens up here soon for spring. Um, they dropped the classes today, so you can kind of see what will be available to take in spring. And then you can kind of pick them and pick what classes you want and have them in your cart ready for when registration will open, which that'll be next Monday, the 30th. And right now I'm sitting at where I don't really know. Like I've got, I think, 4 or 5 different options for B term, and I think 3 or 4 for A term. I just don't know for sure which ones I want to take. Um, I think I can take 2 or 3 per term. Just depends on how many credits each are worth. So that's fun. Mm, sorry, yawning. But this here's Trader Wrecked, and he's an asshole. He'll probably maybe turn around once I help him more. Let's see here. What are we working on? There's some books. Most of them are still the 300, just like before. Um, I think I was contemplating getting some shotgun shells, but decided not to. Still got your clothing dyes. Intellect mod. That's the other one that I was thinking about. Um, they didn't have that in the last one. And you can see here it's an enforcer outfit, how that looks. So there's a lot of different outfits and a lot of different designs to them. Look at that, 3,600 for boots. 3,000. 3,000. Just give me some boots. I just want some boots for my feet. But yeah. So like they've made some pretty good updates to the game overall. Just takes a little bit of getting used to. Let's see. Wow, 5 steel bars. I think I got that because I think I needed it for a pickaxe. And then I'm gonna realize I didn't need it for a pickaxe. Oh, yeah. So we'll get back over to the house, I think, and then we'll check. But yeah, so my last, let's see, it's September, so last 9 months of my life have been kind of chaotic since I last streamed any videos. Uh, I'm hoping that once things settle down, I can do it more often. Because I do have fun doing videos like this. And here's the outside view of the house, because I don't think I ever showed it. There's the catwalks I got up top. Uh, I've got the spike traps on small areas of it, mostly like where windows are, where doors are. And if you remember on the inside, I've got the blocks of stone. So everything's barricaded pretty well. Gotta be very careful about how I go in there. But yeah. Um, what was I saying? Wow. My mind just completely went blank. I think with that, it just said I wished we could actually fill up the bookcases and put something on them. I think I remember myself saying that for that part there. And we'll get everything sorted into the right compartments because I am so OCD about it. Oh, lordy. I really do hope the game audio is coming through, though. Be a shame if it's not. Mm. No, no, I know what I was saying. Uh, I like making videos and um, playing games and sharing them. I've got so many different games that I can record. Uh, so like aside from 7 days, I know I've done videos for House Flipper. Um, I started doing some for Elder Scrolls Online. I can do Skyrim series, and maybe have actually finished that game. Oh, yep, here's the pickaxe, the legendary parts. I don't know how I'm supposed to get those. Like, I'm so lost on that. Um, I've got a crime scene investigation type game that I can play. Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero. Um, Hogwarts Legacy. I started playing that back, I think, oh, when was that I played? March, mid-March. So it was probably before I started getting really into 7 days. Um, so I started that. I could probably restart it for streaming purposes. Um, what else do I have here? I've got Amnesia games. I've got Assassin's Creed's games. Um, Dead by Daylight. I actually just started playing that one last night, so I could do some streams of that. I've got Morrowind and Oblivion. Um, Left for Dead, so I could do some for that. Observation duties. Mortal Kombat's, I could stream those, really. I've got so many Nancy Drew games. I think I have every single Nancy Drew game there is right now. And like I know I've streamed them or one or two of them before, but I would like to finish that and go through and just do each of them. So I have a lot of fun doing the Nancy Drew games. Resident Evil. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Resident Evil games that I could play and stream. Got Slender, got Supermarket Simulator, Stardew, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners game that I could stream. I did that one on VR and don't think I ever finished it, but I could start it for the stream if I wanted to. But yeah, so there's a lot of options. But we have reached the end of the 7 day stream, and I will catch you all later. All right, bye.